Now what I want to know is why y'all didn't tell me that y'all was stopping by, okay? Why didn't y'all tell me that y'all was coming by today, okay? I'm almost done getting ready, girl. Okay, I'm almost done getting ready. I'm about to talk to you in a minute. But first I gotta make sure that I smell good. Now, I love me some Dossier. That's no secret. If you keep up with my channel, you probably already know that, okay? Dossier is my jam. A quick and easy way for me to get my smell good on each and every single day, okay? This right here, Floral Lavender, a beautiful, sexy scent. I think it's something that gives like I'm a grown woman, okay? You guys, this is such a sexy scent, okay? This gives the vibes of, honey, look, I'm grown. I ain't looking for no little boy, okay? I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for a grown man who knows how to handle his business, okay? Who knows how to handle his woman, okay? That's what this scent gives. So I absolutely love this, and it has like the perfect little hint of musk to it, okay? It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful scent. Now I also have Fruity Honey. This is inspired by a Jo Malone scent, and you guys, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful, you guys. Make sure that you check out Dossier down below in order to get your smell good on. Anybody that I have referred to Dossier absolutely loves their scents, and you guys, you're gonna love them too, okay? They are some head turners, okay? They're like, who is this coming in the room smelling like this, okay? You know, when somebody smells good, you have to turn around. And Dossier, when you got on Dossier, you just can't help but to smell good, okay? Let me let you know a little something. You just can't help but to smell absolutely amazing, okay? So make sure that you check out Dossier down below. And honey, you know, you'll be feeling yourself. You're gonna be feeling like a new woman. You're gonna be feeling amazing, okay? Period. All the links and everything that you need to know will be listed down below, and let's get right into today's video. Oh y'all, so I was supposed to have this video done yesterday, okay, but a lot of stuff came to distract me, okay, to knock me off my A game, but I'm back now, okay? I ain't got no distractions today. I don't have no pigs in a blanket, although pigs in a blanket may be watching, but they're not bothering. So today I can get my video done like I plan on doing yesterday, okay? So anyways, you guys, today I'm going to be talking about my first trimester of pregnancy, okay? My first trimester of pregnancy. Now, I believe I told this in my last video where I announced my pregnancy, but if I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and go over it. You guys, I ended up getting pregnant in October, okay? I got pregnant, I don't know the exact date that I got pregnant, but the last date of my period was October 17th. So they track your baby's due date by the last date of your period, the first day of your cycle. That's how they track your pregnancy basically. So it might be your due date, it might not. But I got pregnant in October, and the last date of my cycle was October 17th, 2022. Now, I'm not going to call this a scenario where I knew I was pregnant. I'm just gonna call this a scenario where I knew I was pregnant and I was avoiding it. I know y'all gonna say, well, you just kind of contradicted yourself. Probably so. Technically, I probably just did. But if you are somebody like me, even though I was actively trying with my child's father, I still didn't really believe that I was pregnant, basically, you guys. So it was just one of those things where it's like, it's a possibility that I can be, but probably not, but I don't really know. So am I? Like, y'all, it was really one of them types of things where I was just like in my own little days of maybe, maybe not. So the day before Thanksgiving, I said, well, if my cycle is not on in the morning, because I had went 9 days, you guys. It was 9 days later that I decided to take a pregnancy test. I said, if my cycle is not on, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to get up, basically, and take me a pregnancy test, which is exactly what I decided to do that morning. I woke up, and you guys, there was literally no sign of my cycle getting ready to come on. There was no indication. There was no peak. There was no there was no not. It was nothing. So I was like, it's not coming on, I guess. Now I had slight spotting the day before, or a few days beforehand, and I was like, what is this? Because you know, in pregnancy you have something that is called implantation bleeding. Not all pregnant women experience it, but some pregnant women do. So I just assumed that maybe that was my cycle coming on, but it didn't continue, you guys. It only lasted for a short time. And even with the nipple soreness, like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that was on a whole nother level. But again, it was something that was temporary. Like, it was only while I was like outside in the cold, but when I came in the house I didn't really experience it too much. So it's just like, this is stuff I've never experienced before, but I don't really know for sure. So I didn't want to get my hopes up high, because like I said, we have been trying for a baby. So I didn't want to get my hopes up and expect for something to be a certain type of way, and it wasn't, basically. So anyways, the time came around where I took the pregnancy test, y'all. I bit the bullet and I took the pregnancy test, and let me tell you guys, I thought that this pregnancy test was going to be negative. I swore it was going to be negative. Yes, I was 9 days late for my cycle. Yes, I had all these symptoms, but I swore it was going to be negative. So I decided that I was just going to take the regular test at first, and I took it, you guys, and I got upset because I'm like, damn, I just wasted my perfectly good pregnancy test and I'm not pregnant. That's what it came across as, but that's why reading your instructions are fundamental, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, kind of like, eye roll, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the digital test. Let me just take the digital test in order to make sure, because I did have all these symptoms that I've been ignoring, and I just want to make sure at this point, right? So I took the pregnancy test, the digital one, and you guys, this test did not take long at all to load. They say you're supposed to wait 3 minutes. It came up before the 3 minutes. And it said, you are pregnant, girlfriend. Well, actually it just said pregnant, but y'all know I'm extra. I gotta add my 2 cents. I'm a little dramatic. So it told me that I was pregnant, and I'm sitting there and all like, huh. Y'all know how people be acting like they confused when they pregnant, but they know that they did all the acts in order to get pregnant, but you sitting there acting like you confused. Why are you confused, Miss Ma'am? Why do you have a, why are you even, like, what are you even thinking? Okay, you know what comes along with doing what you do when you do. Okay, so y'all, that happened, and I promise y'all, immediately after, every pregnancy symptom possible kicked in. Once I found out I was pregnant, every pregnancy symptom possible kicked in. Now, when I found out I was pregnant, I only told my mom and my child's father. That was it. My child's father advised me not to tell anybody else that I was pregnant. So that was just one thing that was just like, okay, which is understandable. You know, you want to make it out of your first trimester first and foremost before you announce to anybody that you're pregnant. So again, I was in agreement with that, you know, even though I probably wasn't sure of all the reasons why, but again, I was in agreement with that. You know, you aren't trying to think logically at the beginning of your pregnancy, because you just want to tell everybody because you're excited, right? So it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I guess. So then it was like I started experiencing the heartburn and the nausea after waking up, and just everything possible, you guys. Heartburn, the absolute worst, okay? I'm like, wow, this is something else right here. And I can tell y'all this also. Immediately after I took the pregnancy test, I started to realize, like, hey, it does kind of feel like there's a little knot in my uterus. Like, it's definitely something there. It's something there. But I'm not really, you know, all that sure of what's there, but it's there. You know how you're still kind of like in denial, like, should I take another pregnancy test? So a few days later, I ended up taking 3 more pregnancy tests in order to validate this. And then after that, I ended up setting my first OBGYN appointment, of course, which I should have been done. After then, my mom and I ended up going to Arkansas, right? So this was after I took the pregnancy test. I had already knew that I was pregnant. So we ended up going to Arkansas, y'all, and we were going there to visit my sister. She lives there, so we went to see her for Thanksgiving. You guys, when I tell y'all, I was feeling real pregnant over there in Arkansas. Okay, it was just like everything was like different with my body all of a sudden. It was like everything felt completely different. Like I told y'all, I started experiencing pregnancy symptoms immediately after taking that pregnancy test. You guys, when I went to Arkansas, it was a whole different ball game. It's like, oh yeah, you pregnant. Now, if you guys are not aware, the first trimester of pregnancy is 13 weeks long, you guys. So I didn't find out I was pregnant until 5 weeks. So of course those first 5 weeks are just completely exempt from this video, besides the small stuff that I've explained here and there. I had extreme nausea, and of course on the car ride back, you guys, I was so sick. I was having like these heat flashes. Like it was just like, it was horrible, you guys. I felt like I was gonna vomit. I'm like, I need air, I need water. I'm like, let the window down, I need to breathe, you guys. So it was like I felt like I was stuffed in this car. I'm like, is this what pregnancy feels like? Because baby, I'm in a whirlwind for these next few months. I'm just sitting there like, what the hell is going on with my body? Who did it and what for? You know how people always say, oh, pregnant women, they change so much during pregnancy, and men will be the first to say that pregnant women just become evil. But y'all, all the stuff that you be experiencing with your body, it just makes you like... And then when somebody ain't on their A game how they should be, it definitely makes you like double that. So I was really going through it. By the time week 6 rolled around, I was going through all of my emotional turmoil, okay? I was super duper emotional around this time. It's like everything just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, upset me, made me cry, made me feel some type of way. It was just like, whew. This is not typical Maddie. If you know me, you know I'm typically an easygoing person. I'm not with the BS. Typically, I'm not with the games. But after I found out I was pregnant, all that changed. Oh yeah, it changed quickly, okay? Because I'm like, I'm not here for all this, okay? I would cry, I would walk away. But in the midst of that, I became more calm. It's kind of funny. I became more calm while being pregnant. But you guys, I was more bitchy. If that's the word I could use there. Like I was calm, but I was bitchy. It's like you'd get attitude, but it would be in a calm way. And then I would cry when you did something to piss me off, basically. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're gonna make it make sense in today's video. I mean, if the puzzle piece doesn't fit, then in this video I'm just gonna force it. So December the 7th rolled around. This was the first date of my ultrasound, and you guys, when I called to do this ultrasound, I was kind of upset because I was like, man, I have to wait so long until I get to see my baby and just make sure that, you know, my baby is okay and all this. But the appointment came around and it ended up going completely fine, you guys. It definitely was not a bad experience at all. It was very easy going, very simple. I have no complaints about it at all. Being able to see your baby for the first time, it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm like in complete awe. Like, you are the most beautiful human being, even though you can't see anything, and they don't really show you too much during this time. They don't let you hear the heartbeat because, of course, if anything goes wrong in pregnancy, they don't want you to be too attached to the baby, because everybody knows after you hear that heartbeat, oh, that's a love like no other, okay? But the morning before going to this appointment, I was still kind of like in shock. I wasn't really sure. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I really, am I not? Like, so that's when I ended up taking those 3 pregnancy tests that exact morning. By week 8, I had an increased appetite. You guys, I was eating every 2 hours like clockwork. If I didn't have food every 2 hours, I was extremely hungry, okay? I was just, you know, hungry, and I needed to have what I wanted to have when I wanted to have it at that time, okay? Because if I didn't, you're about to catch this attitude. That's what you're about to do. But at the same time, it's like I had food aversions, so I could eat something and enjoy it, but then after that I would feel sick immediately after. And this was the start of horrible sleep. So I don't know if I told you guys in this video or not, because I've tried to record this a few times, but you guys, I was sleeping so peacefully when I first found out I was pregnant. I was sleeping my days away. If you know me, I'm about my business. I try to be as active as possible and get done what I need to get done. But you guys, around this time in pregnancy, I could not sleep. I was getting horrible sleep. Every time I laid down, my head would hurt every time I woke up. So I'm just like, forget it. Like, I guess I'm just not supposed to be asleep, right? I guess I'm just not supposed to sleep. I'm just supposed to stay up and stare at the wall or find me something else to do outside of sleep, because it's not working for me. On top of that, I had mild nausea all day, so it's like this lingering feeling, and you guys, it is so annoying. Okay, it makes you feel like ugh, like, but anything is worse than that car sickness that I was feeling. So I was just grateful that it was not as bad as that. Let me tell y'all, week 9 rolled around and I realized that I was feeling slightly better with the nausea. The nausea was not as bad as it was the previous week, but suddenly I had fuller breasts. Okay, it's like my areolas, and this is a very in-depth video. This is a real video. Okay, so if you are disgusted by the human body, you might want to just click out. Okay, but I realized that my areolas were humongous. Okay, they were big, and I'm like, huh, that's interesting. But you know, you're just looking like you still, you know, taking it in that you're really pregnant. Okay, I didn't really have too much of a baby bump around this time, so there was no pictures to really show, nothing to really show for. It was just like, yeah, I'm pregnant, but my baby is like this size, so it's like there's nothing for you to really see, right? Week 10, completely fine. Week 11, nausea on a whole nother level. Okay, the nausea was here, and it felt like it was here to stay for the rest of my pregnancy. And I started getting better sleep, but unfortunately I became very sluggish. So it was like I was getting rest, but after I woke up, it was just like, ugh, like I don't feel like doing anything. Like I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel horrible, right? So it was still like I'm getting rest, but it kind of defeats the purpose, because when I get out of bed, I still don't feel like doing anything. Typical pregnant woman behavior, right? And those were all of my, well, that was pretty much all that I put down for my first trimester of pregnancy. You guys, pregnancy is one of those things I've realized where you really need people around who are very attentive to you during this time. If you have people around who really don't mesh with your personality, all hell breaks loose. Okay, because pregnancy is no joke. It's not a joke, it's not a game, and of course your whole entire body is on the line. So everyone's like, oh, pregnant women have bad attitudes, and they have this and they have that, and it's like, sweetheart, sit down. Especially if you're a man and you don't know what it's like to carry a baby in your body, have a seat. Okay, because we can all nitpick apart things, but at the end of the day, you guys, pregnant women endure a lot. Okay, and if you're a person that can't be understanding towards that or sympathetic towards that, then I would definitely recommend not being around a pregnant woman. Okay, in one of my upcoming videos, I will be talking about my second trimester. I'm currently in my second trimester, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably piece those videos apart for you guys, because I'm still in my second trimester, and I got one more trimester to go after this, and baby, your girl will be a mummy on her for real. Okay, and in that video I'll share with you guys my baby bump, because I do have a baby bump. Your girl is showing very much so. Yeah, I look very pregnant. I definitely look pregnant. If you know me, my whole entire life I've had a flat stomach, so all this that's going on in this region is new for me. Okay, it's very much so new for me, but I have been keeping up with the shea butter and all that good stuff in order to keep my stomach nice and moisturized during its growing process. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you did not see my last video, which was my pregnancy announcement to you guys, then I definitely recommend that you check it out. I'm going to link it up in the cards. And that's kind of all that I have for you guys on today. Make sure that you give this video a huge thumbs up or a thumbs down. It really doesn't make me a difference. I'm just gonna let you know that. Make sure that you also leave a comment, okay? Shout out to all of you guys who take time to show some comment section love. It is greatly appreciated. I appreciate it. Look, my baby appreciates. You appreciate it, don't you, baby? Yeah, she appreciates it too. So make sure that you give this video a huge thumbs up, and also comment down below. Just leave some emojis if you don't feel like leaving anything else. Every little bit counts, because baby, your girl got a kid to feed. Okay, I got a kid to feed. All right, so I'm gonna need for y'all to do y'all end, and I'm gonna do my end by continuing to post these videos for y'all. Okay, so anyways, that is pretty much it for this, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.